Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for tuning in. On today's video I've just had a little catch up with Ben and he's just said that he needs to do some bed prepping today. However, this is slightly different because he needs to use the chicken soil that's in the chicken enclosure on his bed. So we'll pan round to Ben and we're going to find out exactly what he intends to do for his bed prep. So what's your plan, Ben? Do you do anything with this first?
What I do first, this bed hasn't been touched. So what I do first is I till it just to fluff it up.
Yep.
And then whatever I'm going to add, whether it be manure, compost, the stuff from the chickens, I then add, try and rake it out as evenly as I can, and then just give it a final fluff to incorporate it.
Right.
So yeah, this is what I'm going to do with all four of these. Yeah, this is my
Mantis tiller.
4-stroke, fairly quiet, and it only sips fuel.
Yeah, okay.
So that should be long enough. So what you do, I don't know if you can hear me, if you let it dig into the ground, so let it dig a little bit of a trench, and then when you pull it back, that's when it's tilling effectively.
Okay.
You don't want it just skating on the surface. You want it actually.
Right. So I'll stand back and re-explain what Ben just said. Oops. You don't want to do that, guys.
It happens.
But what Ben just said is you want to go to the end of your bed, so this side. You want to let the tiller dig itself in and then drag it back. Otherwise, if you just leave it on the top and then just drag back, it'll just skim the surface and keep bouncing. So he suggested let it dig in and then drag it backwards. So you'll start seeing him do it now as we go. You let it dig in, drag it back nice and slow. Let it dig itself in. So once Ben's tilled, letting it dig into this side and drag it himself this way, he then goes the opposite direction, digs into this side and drags back that way to make less raking, because all the soil piles up at this end and then he's got to rake it all back that way, so he uses the tiller just to help drag it back. Looks quite fine. Just giving it a quick rake now just to level it off. What'd you do, Ben? A top dress with the chicken stuff?
No, I will incorporate it, but I like to fluff it up first.
Yep.
Then put whatever I'm putting on, and then just mix it in quickly, just so it's, well, I like it mixed.
Easier to mix if you've loosened it all, I'm guessing.
That's why I do it. That's why I do it twice, essentially.
Nice.
But I only do, obviously that chicken stuff is quite rich, so I'll only, this is for my squashes, beans, outdoor tomatoes, all the hungry crops, courgette. This is what's going in these 4 beds.
Yeah.
This soil, it is clay based.
Yeah.
But I sort of have a rule. I don't disturb my soil without adding something, even if it's half a bag of compost, whatever I have lying around, unless I'm digging potatoes out. Obviously I'm not going to put more on to only dig it back out again. So if I disturb my soil at all, just in general, turning it over, whatever, I always add something.
Nice.
And doing that over however many years, it has led to, as you can see with the tiller, it's just super easy.
A nice soil, yeah.
Some people don't like tilling. Obviously you've got the whole no dig and all of that lot, but
yeah.
I have tried no dig and it just didn't work for me.
That's fair enough, mate.
I found it expensive, to be honest, very expensive. So yeah, this is the way I've done it for goodness knows how many years, and it works. I get lovely crops.
You certainly do. I can vouch for that. Right, let's go and get some stuff to put on here and we'll be right back.
Yep.
Just explain what you're doing with this soil, Ben.
So every 3 years I dig their soil out, use it on my beds, and replace their soil with just topsoil I get from here, there and everywhere. The reason I do it is because I've said on a previous video that this is almost like a composted system. So I do put a lot of organic matter in here. The chickens eat what they want, what they don't eat they kind of bury, and they just constantly mix the soil. So you end up just like dust. But that is quite rich, but not too rich where it burns roots.
I'm assuming there's poop in there.
There will be, there will be. This is, I normally do it every 3 years. I think this is the 3rd year, but it may be the 4th.
Right.
It's beneficial for the chickens because standing in your own poop can't be a good thing, and it's also very beneficial for the allotment. So one year I did my massive bed, what I do the giants in, and I put pumpkins in there.
Yep.
And well, you actually saw one of the pumpkins.
I sure did.
It was a beast. It was massive. And where the frame was for the brassica cage, they grew right up the sides, and I literally had pumpkins like this at head height growing off the ground. I couldn't get in there because there's only a door on the front. I physically couldn't get in there.
Yeah.
Because they just grew so well, and it's all because of the chicken soil.
Nice.
So all I do is I just shovel what I can, just get it to the front, try and not to disturb the chickens as much as possible. Like I say, it's good for them and it's good for me. The chickens, they're great, the eggs are fantastic, but that's not the only reason I have them. They're good for getting rid of weed seeds, like very weedy plants that I just don't want to put in the compost system. So they go in the chickens. Obviously the eggs are a good benefit, but also I always had chickens at home. When I got them down here, I come down every day. One, I quite like, it's a good way to end your day, just coming down here. It's quite relaxing. But because I have to check them, I was coming down, check on my seeds, and it's amazing how much you can get done during the week when you're just down there for 20 minutes. You see a problem, you quickly fix it, and then pop home and have a chill.
How deep you sort of going, Ben? Like
I'm
6,
only
8 inches?
removing basically the surface layer where they're constantly turning.
Yeah.
So that is deep enough. Luckily, because I've got quite deep raised beds, I'm probably going to add 2.5, maybe 3 wheelbarrows full of this
Okay.
into the beds. I'm going to do the 4 at the back.
Guys, you only got to do this once every 3 years, Ben.
It wouldn't be so bad if the roof was higher.
I'll tell you what, though, it does. It's not really crumbly.
You see the colour difference when you put it on the bed?
Yeah,
It's like a lighter brown colour.
yeah. That's just because it's got more organic matter in it, I guess.
Yeah. The chickens have done their job.
So this is what we've been digging out. Oh, just climb over his bed. He's not going to be happy with that. Yeah, look, it's a different colour. I'll show you a little bit in my hands.
But that is the same soil, is a lighter brown, just purely because what the chickens do to it. And it's actually, I have done this for multiple years, but I was listening to a podcast with Hugh Richards.
Yep.
And they asked him what his favourite composting method was, and he said chickens. And he said it's not too rich, you can use it straight on the beds, which I already sort of knew because I have done it for a long time. But yeah, so it's confirmed by experts, if you will.
And, well, let's face it, Ben, the viewers are going to see the results. So,
Yeah.
you know, watch this space, everyone.
Yep.
So, we've got 2 wheelbarrows full in each bed, and there's 4 beds. So, the chickens are now officially dug out. What Ben does is just gives the chicken soil, a light rake over, and then once he's raked over all the beds, he gets the tiller back out. The tiller incorporates it into the existing soil, and that's effectively the bed prep done, right, Ben?
That is, yeah. Once it's mixed in, I would leave them to settle for a bit before I plant plants in them.
Yeah.
If you disturb your soil, they say it's not good to plant them straight away. The roots can find an air pocket, and then it effectively air prunes it. So you just leave them to settle for at least a couple of weeks. You should really do bed prep sort of before Christmas.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have time with work and whatnot.
Right, Ben, this tool you just got, I've not seen this before. Let me show the viewers what this tool is.
This is essentially a manual tiller.
A manual tiller.
If you don't want to buy one, this is a lot cheaper option, and it does the same job, just not as fast and a little bit
See how you use it then.
It helps break the lumps. So I do use this one quite a bit. So if I'm planting seeds in a bed and I haven't prepped it, because obviously I only do this every 3 years, I would just fluff the surface up with this and it just makes seed planting a lot easier. So you can see
Attack this middle bit because it's quite lumpy. I tell you what, it doesn't do a bad job.
No, it's good. The only problem I found with it is you do need it to be quite dry.
Yep.
It's just too much work. When it's wet, it's a real struggle, but when it's nice and dry like this, it's actually a really good bit of kit.
So he just wanted to show you that tool, but as he just said then, I don't know if you heard him, as he's got a tiller, the manual labour doesn't need to happen.
This is still work, it's just not as much work as
Yeah, I'm sure the viewers can appreciate that there is still effort involved in using a tiller, but it's a lot easier than doing it by hand. Again, let it dig in at the back, let it dig in, and drag back. Skim the top, dig in, drag back, and rinse and repeat. Right, so I just quickly thought I'd bring you back to show you how Ben refills the chicken area. So what we got here, Ben?
When I'm on jobs, just here, there and everywhere, every now and then there's like a quarter of a dumpy bag left over from the gardeners and things like that.
What's that, just normal soil?
Yeah, just normal topsoil. So I bag it up, straight in the van it goes. And it's 3 years I have to save up soil just to replace what I take out, because obviously I don't want this getting lower and lower and lower.
Yeah, okay.
So this is literally just standard topsoil. I mean, I do use it in my plants and stuff as well, but it's quite surprising how much I actually come across. But even if someone's digging out their driveway, just go up and ask, do you mind if I have some of your soil? If it looks nice, of course. You don't ask, you don't get.
No, that's true.
So I just dump it all out. I will just spread it out a little bit. Obviously all the spent strawberries as well.
Remember the strawberry video, guys? Well, here's the old strawberries. Do you just leave them like that, Ben, or?
Yeah, oh no, I don't bother breaking them up. The chickens do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Give them a bit of fun. That pot ain't gonna be reused.
No, it ain't. You're right. It's
But
quite a
yeah,
lot of these.
it's just enrichment for them as well.
Give them something to do.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Oh, there's a worm there, look.
Nice worm, they'll have that. But I'll put more topsoil in there and just dump all these strawberries out, and then I'll just leave them to it.
So step one is complete. We've got the old strawberries emptied out in here and some bags of repurposed topsoil or soil that Ben's got off some projects. So you can see the chickens are getting stuck right in already.
This is hours of endless fun if you're a chicken.
Yeah. So was it just a quick rake off and then they'll flatten it all out themselves?
You come back in a week's time and this won't look nothing like this. They're just constantly scratching, pecking.
Yep.
But this has been really good for them.
Yeah.
They're just keep digging.
Well, they're straight into it already, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bless them. So there you have it, everyone. That is how Ben preps his beds with the chicken soil. He only does this every 3 years and he alternates the beds around the allotment. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.